center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
A shot down the first baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over.
Well, you come right out the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Miguel Cabrera stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. A play at the plate, and he will score ahead of the play, and that'll close the gap to 2. It's 6-4 now. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Mancini on second. Cabrera on at first with nobody out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. 1 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Rounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Working for the punch out and the offering. Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Rayburn is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose
Elvis Andrus will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 1, Elvis.
Hit on the ground out to short. Turner loves it, goes to third with it, and the decision to take a shot at third backfires as he's in there safely. Kyle Seager called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Lays off 1-0. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Taylor is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. Elvis Andrus will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Roberto Ozuna gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here it comes. In the air now out to right field. Nunez moves over. 1 away. Digging in once again, Anthony Rendon, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike. Osuna is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Michael Taylor will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, his third home run of the ball game, and it's now 7-4.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Daniel Murphy will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for a short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
And now Bryce Harper. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Judge is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. D. Gordon is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. Dribbled to the right side. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
The left fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Into the corner and slicing foul. Gordon aboard here at first with nobody out. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3-0 now. Trey Mancini, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Wellington Castillo will get a chance to really deliver off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the bases loaded and nobody out. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Harper's got it. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Stepping up to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. And their runners at the corners now. Hit back up the middle. Murphy's got it. The tag gets 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. D. Gordon will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Nelson Cruz will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Aroldis Chapman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Aroldis Chapman, a defensive change for the Americans.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right side, hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the eighth.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. There's one on to Cabrera, and it's a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Popped him up. On the move is Betts. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes.
Standing in, Gary Sanchez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th. Coming to the plate now, Zach Cozart. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. So 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Popped him up. Zimmerman moving to his left, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. In now, Elvis Andrews. Here it comes now to Andrews. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Cozart stands at first with 1 out. Hit hard toward the right side. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Cozart rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 2-run game.
When you're down late, every run you score, no matter what the inning, puts a little doubt in the other team's mind. And after this triple, the lead is only 2, so a long ball, and we're all tied up, people.
And as he bats, he represents the potential tying run. Here's the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. His career line with Doolittle, he's 1 for 3. And it's fouled away. Swinging a ground ball to third. A throw to the plate, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Now at the plate, D. Gordon. They'll be looking for something he can drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 1-0. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. Here's Nelson Cruz now. They'll go to work on getting that time run home from second. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is in time, and the rally comes up just short as this ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest. I didn't think he had 9 innings in him. But he battled, and he finished the game, and he picked up the win along the way, too.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The National League All-Stars in a game with 7 home runs earned the victory. Sean Doolittle is the winning pitcher of record. Justin Verlander only completed